Hey everybody. I wasn't going to do another video while I was on my trip, but a funny thing just happened to me, and it kind of made me think of something that goes along with all these lessons. So I made my, what I hope to be last little break stop in this little town in South Carolina. Not even sure the name of it. I keep passing through these small towns. So I went into the gas station, did what I had to do, whatever. As I'm walking out, there's this very polite older man. Opens the door for me, and then he kind of stops. And he says, "Why would a pretty girl like you mark up your skin?" And I said, as politely as I could, that art and beauty comes in all different forms, and I feel like the artwork on my skin is beautiful and it tells a story about who I am. Now, he could have responded in a lot of different ways, but that's not what a polite South Carolina gentleman would have said. And he's just like, okay. And he goes on about his business. And what that made me think of is that we all have scars. Some are visible and some are not. And some of us choose to tell the story of our lives with ink. Others do it a different way. I chose ink because personally I kind of like tattoos. But we all have these marks, these scars, these pictures that remind us that there are things in our lives that we have survived. And oftentimes it's the scars that you don't see that hurt the worst. They're from the deepest trauma, and those are the hardest to heal because you don't see them, you don't think about them until they rear their ugly heads. But here's the thing. You are who you are. You are exactly as the universe made you. And your scars, you should celebrate them. You should celebrate you surviving whatever it was, an accident. I don't want to get into a whole bunch of reasons why you might have scars. Surgeries, those are the two mildest. I'm going to go. I'm not going there. And for those of you that like to use your skin as a storybook of your life, like I do, that's it's all part of who you are, and it tells the story of your life. When it comes to scars, when I was working in the field in mental health, when I was seeing clients, I had to go to this training so they could teach me how to be the best at my job, and it was amazing. But there was one thing that's always stuck with me, and that is that we pull our biggest strengths from our deepest scars. Now that's profound. So take an inventory. Take a scar. Process what caused it. And figure out what positive thing you pulled from it. Now that's hard because internal scars are usually caused by some type of grief, trauma, intense emotion. But if you think about it, you survived. Not only did you survive, that event, you're still here. Whether you're broken or not, you're still here. And that, my friends, makes you a warrior. Change the way you see your scars and the life events that have happened to you. Because if you are trying to change your life to live in a more positive manner, start with yourself. Start with how you see yourself. Start with how you see your life and the things that have happened to you. Because they will always haunt you if you let them. I don't give my scars any more power over me anymore, because, language warning, that's some bullshit. I have pulled my strengths from my scars. I am strong. I am a fighter. I will survive anything that you throw at me, short of, internal damage stuff. But you know what I mean. Sorry, y'all are getting random Stephanie today. But take a look at those scars and examine each one. Don't, listen to me. Do not relive what caused the scar. All I want you to do is think about what positive thing can you pull from that scar. Strength, perseverance, endurance, compassion. I know y'all can come up with a bunch more. Most of y'all have bigger vocabularies than I do. So, ink and scars are just another way of telling our story. Pretty happy with my story so far. I got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong. I'm not near done. But I'm closer than I was yesterday. Tomorrow, I'll be closer than I was today. So, change the way you feel about yourself and about the things that happened to you. Change the way that you feel about your scars. And try to warp your mind around seeing them in a positive light. Because positivity has to be absolute for it to really take root. I rhymed. You can't let that negative stuff fester in there when you're trying to put out good stuff. So, look at yourself and say, this is me. Take it or leave it. This is me. This is my story. People are going to notice. And they're going to be proud. And they're going to want to know your story. Because your story might help them in some way. So, that is it for now. Gonna go knock out these last couple of hours. And then I may never get back in my car again. So, y'all take care. I'll check in with you soon. Stay positive. Bye.